Okay, so let's talk about this, okay? Um, this is probably the most important iOS mobile development video you will ever see because there's something that none of these iOS mobile development YouTubers are talking about, and it is dependency inversion principle. Dependency inversion principle is something that you have to understand because unless you understand it and you start digging into the code of enterprise level apps, you are not going to understand what you're looking at, right? And that's what you have to do. When you first get your iOS mobile development job at a high, doing enterprise level work, whether it's Amazon or some financial institution or Google or Facebook or Uber or whatever, one thing you're going to have to be able to do, you have to be able to delve into the code, understand what you're looking at. But you're not going to understand if you don't understand dependency inversion principle and its use of protocols. So let's go ahead and let me explain what this is. So it's a principle that states that high-level modules should not depend on low-level modules. Instead, they should depend on abstractions. Abstractions should not depend on details. Details should depend on abstractions. So what does that mean, right? Because that sounds very vague. Well, I'm going to go step by step through a tutorial and I'm going to show you exactly what it means. So in this tutorial, let's talk about this. Okay, now I want you to understand the goal, right? It should not matter what kind of shopping cart when you're creating I guess a shopping cart. That's what we're going to use in this particular instance. A shopping cart. It should not matter what kind of shopping cart that you have, right? Whether it's or what kind of features the shopping cart has, as long as the shopping cart conforms to, as long as the shopping cart conforms to the shopping cart protocol, it should be able to be used with the checkout class. And I know you're wondering, like, what? Remember, high-level modules should not depend on low-level modules. So in this project, the checkout class is the high-level module. It does the stuff like the processing, talking over the internet back and forth, maybe some other gRPC or something. I don't know. It's talking to something over the internet, right? That's the high level. The low level is what's on your app, which you drag and drop, the button you press to add something to a cart, the other button you press to remove something from the cart, the button you press to initiate your checkout, kind of like your checkout process, right? So I'm going to go ahead and let's delve more into just giving you the basic summary of what's in here, right? So the checkout it's a class that implements the checkout protocol. It has an instance of the shopping cart protocol as a parameter. There's a process order method is used to process the order, taking a list of items and the total cost from the shopping cart. That's all part of checkout. Shopping cart, it's a class that implements shopping cart protocol. It also has a list of items and the total cost. It has several methods for adding, removing items from the list and calculating the total cost, right? So this checkout, that's what the checkout object does. This is what the shopping cart object does. And then these are responsibilities we're putting into our content view. A UI implementation that shows a list of available items. It shows the user, it allows the user to add items to the shopping cart, provides an easy way to remove items. It uses the shopping cart and checkout classes. It calculates the total cost, the shopping cart, and using the get total method. It provides a button to fulfill the order, which instantiates the checkout class and calls the process order method on the current shopping cart instance. Okay, now the benefits of using the dependency inversion. Remember this. In this case, the content view is only dependent on the abstract shopping cart protocol and the checkout protocols, right? The content view is only dependent, and not on the specific implementations of the shopping cart and the checkout classes. This allows for greater flexibility and modularity as different implementations of these protocols can be used without changing the content view. It makes it easier to add and remove classes and test and debug code. Okay. Yes, that's a note, but I don't know why the hell I put that there. What you really want to do is you want to ensure that as you use your where is this? The checkout, where is that? The checkout protocol. I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, yes, here we go. As you use your checkout class in your process order method, right? As you use them, you can use them with any shopping cart object there is. Okay? As long as the shopping cart object conforms to the shopping cart protocol. As long as the shopping cart conforms to the shopping cart protocol that is used in the checkout class, then it's fine. Again, this may not make sense, but I'm going to walk you through this and show you what I'm talking about. So this is video 1. Come back for part 2. And we're going to walk through this. We're going to do this. And we're on to the next.